So Debbie, yourself and George have such great chemistry in the film. Were you able to build that off screen, or did it just click?
I think it just clicks, we're both actors and that was the job, but he's also like easy to get along with. And um, that's actually not true. No, he doesn't give it away for free. And so I think the amount of time that we spent together on set, we connected very well and we became friends. And um, he sort of, yeah, we just found it. And I think just the three of us spending so much time in that car, I think we all just got really close. And I think it was a lot of sort of like stunt training, or it was Mardi Gras. And so we would all go out and watch a basketball game, or we would all sort of listen to music or be chilling and have meals. And so I think the more that you're around people, the more you find a rhythm. And it was also really important to both of our characters that from the beginning, upon seeing each other, we connected in a way that was inspiring and um, challenged what we thought of our lives and our futures and our relationships. And so I think it was just sort of that was the work.
Lucy, you really get to go just all out in this role. How freeing was it just to be this wild and fun vampire?
Yeah, it was so much fun to have a character where it was like a green light for any direction almost. And Adam was such a great director in that, you know, to find her madness and her drive and her passion and her kind of ambition and yeah, her wild nature, Adam would say, okay, sometimes you've got to take it as far as possible and just go all out. And then we can bring it back to a more like find the ground underneath that. And he just gave me full reign to kind of explore. And I've never played a character where I've had so much freedom to explore different aspects. And I think it's kind of almost ironic that it's like a vampire who's unhuman, like the undead thing. And that within that, I got to explore such a big range of human experience, of the playfulness, the love for Blair, the jealousy, greed, and yeah, it was so much fun.
Debbie, going from Barney to being a vampire is quite the career arc. What did you find most interesting about Blair, and what really, what were you able to dig into this character?
I mean, one of the most interesting things about her as she really came together was her humanity and her search for, when you've been around people who have watched people be born, live their entire life and pass away for so long. And I think it's very lonely and it's hard to connect with people who also, they're all so much older than me. And I think Blair is sort of the youngest vampire in her little group. And so she still hasn't lost it yet. She still has that little bit of life. And I think that like tension of her being surrounded by this world and that being her entire experience, but also having this thing that sort of still flickers and simmers inside of her that's just desperate to connect. It's a really relatable but sort of complicated dynamic, and that was fun. And I wanted to fight. Both of us do martial arts, and so I wanted to sort of fight and kick some ass. And I liked Adam's vision. I thought that he not only had such a distinct vision from everything from how it would be shot and lit to edited to sound and making playlists throughout it and knowing how things are going to be edited, but also just to have such an understanding of conversation and collaboration and us talking about the female experience and him creating so much space for us to inform it by what we know to be true and important to represent. I think that was just, it felt so safe, and he's just an amazing director and I believed in him and he made this movie.